Wow. Oh my God. I am literally speechless. I don't know what to say. Wow, this is just crazy. This is like a moment in history. Whether you believe it or not, this is a moment in British history. So right now, if you're not from the UK and you're thinking, what the hell is she on about? Basically, the UK, Britain, where I live, we have decided to leave the EU. Now, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you're like, Veena, what are you doing? Why are you making a video like this? It's because I really wanted to kind of analyse David Cameron's speech he gave today, and I just all want us to take something from this in terms of when things get tough, when things don't go to plan, you need to keep pushing forward and you need to keep going in life, okay? If you don't know who I am, my name's Veena V, I'm an online entrepreneur, and this channel is all about helping you to get more confident and creative with making your own videos on YouTube. But what I also love to do is I love to encourage you, if there's something you want to do in your life, you need to take the steps to do it. Now, I obviously want to quickly say a few things about the EU referendum. Number one, I feel that this was such a big decision for our country to make, whether we stay in the European Union or if we leave. And personally, as a member of the public, I just don't know if we should have been given that power. And before you say, oh no, but you know, you come and you're like a democratic country, like you have to vote, and I did vote, by the way, I just feel like this was such a massive thing for us to decide. And someone like me and most people in this country, we are not equipped. We don't have that knowledge to make a big decision like this. I'm not going to get into all the decisions now because, quite frankly, even though I did vote Remain, I have always been undecided. And this is the thing, so many people that I've talked to in the UK, other mums, other dads, younger people, most people that I talked to were undecided. So, do you know, it's just a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Because at the same time, even though I believe we shouldn't have been kind of allowed to make that decision, at the same time, if we weren't allowed to make that decision in the country, us, you know, mere peasants and members of the public, then we would also be like, hold on, why are we not allowed to make the decision? So I think in a situation like this, you know, it's just confusing for everybody. This whole EU referendum today has really inspired this video, and it's all about what do you do when things don't go to plan? What do you do when we all have this in our everyday life? Life is tough at the end of the day. How do you keep going? How do you keep pushing forward? How do you stay motivated? And there was a few things in David Cameron's speech today, who is the Prime Minister of the UK, and he's not going to be the Prime Minister in a few months' time. And there's a few things I wanted to pick up on. Number one, he said, confront big decisions. So a lot of us do this. If there's something in your life right now and you know it's really important, but you just kind of put it at the end of your to-do list, stop doing that. You need to confront, tackle and challenge whatever that big decision is in your life. It might be something major, like you don't know whether you should leave your husband or wife. You need to make that decision. Rather than carrying on in life like nothing is happening, you need to decide for yourself. You have to sit down with yourself, look at that big challenge in your life and really tackle it. Another thing David Cameron said in his speech is that he really believed that we should stay in the EU with his head, heart and soul. And the message we all need to get from that is if you really believe in something in your life, if you really want to set up your own YouTube channel, if you really want to be a successful blogger, if you really want to start your own business, you need to fight for it. You need to fight with it with your head, your heart and your soul. You need to put 120% into everything you do, okay? You need to stop making those excuses. I know this is turning into a rant. I know this is turning into a preach, but it's just something I feel so passionately about. I meet people every single day of my life, or I see comments on social media, I see comments on Facebook of people going, I really wish I was a chef. Okay, if you really wish you were a chef, if you really want to work in a restaurant, go and do it. Stop making excuses. I am a single mum. I have been really struggling these last couple of months with kind of looking after my son and staying consistent on this YouTube channel, on my other YouTube channel, in my businesses. But do you know what? Even those are things that are happening, I'm not using them as an excuse. And the third thing I wanted to pick up on in David Cameron's EU referendum speech was find a way. The British public, we have made our decision and we are leaving. And even though David Cameron wanted to stay in the European Union, he said right at the end of the speech, he is now going to find a way to make this work. And he is going to find the best way.
I've said before that Britain can survive outside the European Union, and indeed that we could find a way. Now the decision has been made to leave, we need to find the best way.
And this is just really inspirational and motivational to us all, whatever you're going through in your life. If something hasn't gone to plan in your job, in your personal life, find a way to make it work. And not just find a way, find the best way for you. If you found out that you haven't got into university, it's not the end of the world. You have got so many different options ahead of you. You really have. You can go to a different university. You can start working. You can do an apprenticeship. There's just so much that you can do in your life. When something happens in your life, you might be angry, you might be sad. Don't react on those emotions. You really need to step away from the situation. Calm yourself down, focus on what you really want in your life, and then find a way, find the best way to make it happen. And finally, one last thing I wanted to say is don't dwell on the past. If something has happened in your life, you need to let it go now. You need to let it go and move on. Every day is a new opportunity to change your life. I can't believe I'm saying all this stuff from what has just happened in the UK today. But the truth is I wanted to make a video like this for such a long time. Whatever is going on in your life, stay strong, stay positive, and find a way to make it work. As always, thank you so much for watching. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, my channel is all about helping you to be more confident and creative with making videos. So whether you want to be building your own personal brand, whether you're a business, I'm here to help you start making your videos right here on YouTube. Down below, that's all my social media, so make sure you do follow me. And that is my product over there that I sell. That is the YT Club tripod. So make sure you follow YT Club on Instagram and you can find out more about the tripods that I sell to help you make better videos. Don't forget to subscribe because I just love helping you. That is what I'm here to do. And I've just also realized that I'm kind of in the colors of United Kingdom. I've got my red lipstick on, I've got white in my dress, and I've got blue. So all hail Great Britain. Last word, just take action today, not tomorrow. If there's something you want to do in your life, do it right now. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.